Hey folks, it's Dr. Brenda, money coach and the creator of the Gutsy Women Club, where women dare to dream and take bold actions to follow their heart's journey. Before I go on, hey, subscribe below, okay? I'd love for you to follow me along on this journey, and don't forget, just subscribe, okay? So I'm at this campground. It's a lovely campground in Texas, and they just got this water feature running maybe a week or two ago. And it's really nice. I've got a lot on my mind today, so I hope this isn't going to be too jumbled. But I had a Zoom event over the weekend for women about facing their fears. It's, for my Gutsy Women Club. And the conversation was very, very interesting. And, we talked about the fear of kind of losing our independence as we get older, but also the fear of, disappointing family members. We're torn in a lot of different ways. And then yesterday, as part of my Gutsy Women Profiles, I interviewed Janine McJannet. And she calls herself a soul empowerment coach. And we got into this conversation about soul. And I began thinking about my RV journal. So I'm on Facebook today, and up popped a post. 1 year ago, I was in Wisconsin, had a big parka on, a winter cap on. I was at a Green Bay Packers game with my wonderful sister Sharon. Hey Sharon, hope you're doing well there in Wisconsin. And it felt like 10 years ago. I mean, this is before COVID, and I know that you're probably experiencing the same thing. You see pictures from a year ago and you're thinking, I can't even remember that life anymore, where we could just go off and party and have a good time. And for me, that was when I really started to think about the possibility of RVing. And I want to talk about the journey as a solo woman on the road, a full-time RVer. I work from the RV, as many of you know. And I've been an entrepreneur now for 2.5 years, really struggling to find my identity. And my journey, when I set out, even when my job ended, I mean, I was so wrapped up into, I'm Dr. Brenda, I'm a sociologist, I'm a researcher, I created the Center for blah, 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 blah. I've testified in front of Congress. I'm this big shot. I'm a big shot in a little pond. And I defined myself by what I did and what I accomplished. And so as I evolved into becoming an entrepreneur and a financial coach, and first of all, my whole concept of being a financial coach has really been transformative too, because there's so much involved beyond the money. So it's really become more about the dreams and having the finances to afford those dreams. But it's kind of scary. It's a little bit scary to go out. I sold my house, got an RV, had never driven before, and I've been out on the road for 4.5 months. Feels like a lot longer. And I began, after this discussion of, what do we mean by soul? And to neither Janine or myself, it has nothing to do with religion. It's like this inner being. Who are you really? If you have an onion and you keep shedding the layers off, what does that core look like? And I told her, I said, I'm kind of surprised, because when I started this journey, I thought it was about, just having fun out there and seeing a lot of things and getting my business off the ground, doing more with my business, writing. It's about so much more than that. I am on my own. Sometimes I do get lonely. I'm like, what am I doing out here? It's sort of, some have called it like an in-between place. It's not always in our comfort zone, because we're peeling the onion layers off. And my journey now is less about what I do and more about who I am, but even more so, it's about who I want to be. So I started to do the Couch to 5K, and I mean, I've had bad eating and health habits for quite a long time, trying to slowly reform those, trying to run and hike, and doing a pretty good job of that. And as I'm running, I keep thinking about, well, be the person you want to be. And that keeps me going. I've certainly lost some weight, and the weight was holding back some of my dreams. But I think, especially for those of us who are on the road and living in our RVs, I mean, you have got to learn to love yourself. You have got to learn how to be comfortable in your own skin. Some people say, well, I got bored, so I had to go back to my house. Well, there are going to be times when you feel bored, but it's all about self-growth. It's about finding little hidden gems like where I am right now. Maybe getting out a meditation app, being still, being silent, connecting with nature. And yeah, it's sometimes uncomfortable, but I already feel like I'm evolving. I still get irritated. I try not to let the politics of the world bother me too much. That has been my recent challenge. It's October. We're heading into the elections, and it's not a pretty scene out there. So I try very hard to avoid the negativity. The nature, this feeds my soul. Watching a sun come up over the ocean or the mountains feeds my soul. Listening to the water behind me feeds my soul. Walking on a rocky terrain along a canyon feeds my soul. And so, if you're thinking about going out there and RVing, don't be afraid of it, and don't think you have to spend and fill up every moment of your day. It's about living in that zone where maybe you're not comfortable with everything. And day after day after day, you learn to be more confident of who you are. I believe that you learn to be more forgiving of yourself. We are our harshest critic. I think that some of that is like, I'm accepting of me, my flaws, my greatness, all of that stuff. So, hey, if you'd like to go on the RV journal in particular, or you've got some gutsy dreams, just connect with me. Comment down below. Let me see if I can help you. Let's talk about, what your fears are, what's holding you back, what makes you uncomfortable. I really think you can do this. If I can do this, you can do this. So, hey, please subscribe below and join us in the Gutsy Women Club. That's gutsywomen.club, where women dare to dream and take bold actions to follow their heart's journey. You have a great day.